I went to the doctors. I had epilepsy.
Wow.
And the doctor said, since I was already in grade 6 by the time I saw a doctor, the doctor said there's only like 50-50 chance, maybe less, that I could grow out of it. And I took medicine, went through tests and all that because they never see it happen to me, right? So
you were having fits and stuff? Were you having epileptic fits?
seizures.
Seizures.
And when I would sleep, it would happen.
That's what it is, seizures? Yeah.
In your sleep, that's scary.
Yeah, so I'd wake up.
We cried.
So
And then-
you would wake up in a seizure, so you knew you were having one?
I could feel it,
Yeah.
and I would panic, but I can't stop it, right?
So did you have to go to the hospital and?
They did tests, and they didn't know what triggered it and
Yeah.
all this.
Alright, I'll explain. My pinky finger literally bent.
Ooh, what, a ball hit it?
Oh yes.
With a basketball?
No, the cricket ball.
A cricket ball, oh gosh.
That hit it, and it bent backwards.
And broke it?
Yeah,
Yeah. And then you got the cast.
yeah.
So how did you feel when you realized that it was actually broken?
Not so good because I couldn't go downstairs to play anymore.
Oh yeah?
Because it was my left hand.
Are you left-handed?
No, I'm ready, but
With the cricket, you're
yeah.
Yeah. So you couldn't play for how long?
Just after I got a pass until the school started.
Yeah.
That was all waste.
Wow. So that was like a few months, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I was in grade 7, I was on my bike, and then all of a sudden there was like this big rock on the road, on the sidewalk,
Yeah.
and I was just looking back and riding my bike, and then I fell off the bike, and then my left hand, I went into the, those like wire stuff on the front, like on the wheels of the bike, and went inside there, and I had this big crack on my wrist. Like, you know, if you have to pull it out, you have to turn it, right? But
Yeah.
I couldn't move my arm.
Yeah.
So I had to, like, open the
Bend
damn
it.
bike and then take it
Oh.
out.
Mother.
Because it hurt so bad.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. So the bike was totally ruined.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
And
wheels
they-
were all crushed.
Wow. It's a good thing you didn't go into traffic or anything. Very good. So when you went to the hospital, they treated you fast, they treated
Yeah, I
you
got
well?
a cast.
You had the cast. And how did you feel when you were healing? How was that experience of healing with the cast on? Bad? Why?
Because I couldn't do stuff.
And like when I was in like grade 2 or something, you know the slide thing,
Yeah.
I was trying to hang it like upside down.
Oh, the monkey bars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I fall. And I,
On your head?
Yeah. I still have signs like I fall down
Yeah.
and I broke my back. The blood coming out, the teachers are around me, and they called my uncle, they took me to the hospital.
Wow. So what did they have to do? Was it cracked? Was your skull cracked?
Oh yeah, beat this much.
Yeah. What did they do to heal it?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 things.
Staples?
Yeah, staples, yeah.
I
Wow.
landed on this huge piece of glass, so then,
Wait, on your foot or on your stomach?
no, on my hand actually.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
So then I landed on the glass, and then I didn't know what happened. It hurt for like a second, and then I got up. I didn't notice anything. I think I still played for like 5 minutes until there was like blood on the grass and stuff, because my hand was bloody, and then my friend noticed. I actually didn't notice anything. So then they made me wait in the office for like 5 minutes. They just told me to sit down.
While you were still bleeding?
Yeah.
Did they give you something to stop
Just a
it?
piece of ice. Yeah.
Ice
cool
for
is this?
blood?
Yeah, I don't know why. So then they called my dad. My dad came over, and then he drove me to the, I forgot exactly where it was, but this place where there's this emergency clinic, right? And then, yeah, they just patched up my opening. Like, it was here, right? So they patched it up.
Pastor, did they sew stitch
Yeah,
it?
I think there was like 12 or something. Yeah, there's
12
only
stitches.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
I don't exactly know what it was though. Like I used to have like stomach pains a lot,
Yeah.
and I used to throw up like all the time and get like it used to pain in my stomach. I don't know, and I used to have to like drink all this medicine for it, and nothing would help me. And I stayed in the hospital like for so long. I stayed there for like half a week, I think. Once I stayed there for like half a week, then I stayed for like another part in another week.
Yeah.
And then they still couldn't find anything. Like they did all this research and they tried to find what was happening, and they couldn't really tell me what it was.
How was your experience when you were in the hospital? Even though they didn't know what was going on with you, were they helpful? Did they make you feel
Yeah.
okay that maybe one day you would find out what was going on?
Yeah, they were helpful, but like I just hated it because I had to wait there and wait in the hospital so long, and I had to wait for help, and then I was like throwing up in there all the time, and they kept like injecting me with needles.
Oh my goodness. So it's not a fun experience going to the
No.
hospital.
So one morning, right, I was feeling really weak and really tired, right? So I woke up and I went to go brush my teeth, right? And then next thing you know, I fainted and I passed out and I hit the bathroom counter on my nose.
Ooh.
So then, so my brother, he heard something, right, and he came running up to get me. I don't really remember what happened, but I woke up in the hospital because my aunt, she had to come and she took me to the hospital and stuff. And they just checked my heart and stuff, right? And then they sent me home. And then my dad, he took me to the doctor, right? So then the doctor gave me a blood test. And the doctor called the next day saying I had to be rushed to the hospital because I needed blood. So my iron was low too. So that was kind of the reason of it too.
Right. So that whole experience of going to the hospital and then coming home and then going back again, was it a frightening experience or did you feel okay because you know they were taking care of you?
It was like kind of scary because they kept poking me with needles. Because like when I had to stay the night that for the second stay, they like stuck a needle in my arm and they just kept it there.
Oh.
They wouldn't take it out or anything. So then, yeah, that was kind of painful. And then I didn't sleep that night because the machines, they kept beeping and they were really loud.
I didn't see the whole thing. But yeah, I broke my hand like this year. It was like around October. Yeah, so whatever, I got into a family fight with my sister and my mom. After, you know, I got really angry. Like I couldn't hold in my anger anymore. So like, it was either my sister or the wall. So I had to punch the wall. Like, I just couldn't hold it in anymore. So I punched the wall 3 times. And after, like, I thought it was nothing. Like, you know, I went upstairs. Like, I didn't feel the pain. Like, and after my mom left, my sister left because I wanted to kill her. Like, it was just so annoying. Like, whatever. And after, I told mom, like I see my hand was swollen. Like, was dirty. Like, this whole thing was like fat like this. No, this was normal. So it looks like an alien deforming. So whatever. I told my mom, I was like, yo, let's go to the hospital. So she's like, all right. So what after I went back again I went back to get another X-ray, and I broke 2 of my knuckles. Well, the other one's mostly fractured, almost broken. And after I had to get a cast in for 2 months.
So how do they cast knuckles?
What they do is they cover up your whole hand like this, and they cover it up to here. And the thing is like after 2 months, well I had it for 2 months, right? And like now I still can't move it because I just got off like a week ago. So like you have to keep doing exercise because it's so stiff. We've been there for so long. Like even short, you can't even close it up. Like it hurts.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I was at home and I got in a fight with my brother. And then he chased me into my room. And when he chased me into my room, we're fighting, going at it as everybody knows brothers do. And then he kept hitting me with like the pillow because everything was dying down. And we're like joking around and he kept hitting me with the pillow. And he ended up hitting like, I guess, I don't know, just chandelier, what is it called? Like,
It is a chandelier thing.
yeah, he hit it and then all the glass pieces followed the pillow and hit my face. And then after, I was like, I went to the washroom and I saw like there was blood leaking all over my face, and I was like, and he was like scared. He's like, "Oh, what did I do to you?" And then after, we ended up going to the hospital. And when I got to the hospital, I had to sit there for like 3 hours or something.
Yeah.
With just like something on my face. Yeah. After that, they froze my nose, and then he said I'm very lucky that like it didn't cut my vein in my nose or something. And then I think it was, I don't know how many stitches. I think it was 6 or 4.
So your nose was sort of sliced off a bit?
Yeah, like it wasn't Michael Jackson, but like it was more like if I like pull it, I could see like tissues and like my veins and all that stuff. It wasn't hanging, but they put something on my nose to just stop the bleeding and like make sure that it doesn't split any further.
How did your brother feel or?
My brother's
He must have felt.
I didn't even care.
He didn't care?
He was like laughing but trying to be serious. He was like, "Oh my gosh, sorry man." Like, The only person I really care is my mom.
Wow.
Even my mom's like, well, that's what you get. You don't fight with your brother. I'm like.